We're gonna be using a developer bottle as my microphone stand because I'm not gonna be touching my microphone like that. Brad Mondo, we are about to become best friends. I can already feel the chemistry incoming. Don't even tell me your address. I will find it out myself. A few months ago, I was scrolling through my Pinterest feed as the aesthetic YouTuber boy that I am, and I saw some guys with a buzz cut. Now, initially, I had missed my buzz cut so much that I was ready to take the magic sword and erase all of the hair I had left on my head that I had grown out for the past year. Sadly, I really wanted to have a mullet as well, so doing a split cut with one side buzzed and then the other side long would not have been the option really, unless I really wanted to draw to myself some attention. So instead I was looking for something else. And there it was, a picture of Zac Efron with icy white platinum bleached hair. And guess what was next to that picture? Freaking Zayn Malik with also bleached brassy hair. These two pictures had a bigger chokehold on me than Cupcake remixes, and I had no idea what to do with it. My mom got bleach powder and developer, and my aunt did my mom's hair, so they had so much bleach powder left that they were wondering, what do we do with it? What a coincidence! Who just saw Zayn Malik and Zac Efron with bleached hair? Me! So I stood up and very kindly said, I will not make that powder go to waste. I'm bleaching my hair. Ooh, it's hot as a coochie out here. So that is what brought me to stage 1, the plan. Now, of course, I am a nerd, so I went online and started Googling all the important search terms like how to not burn your hair with bleach, how to protect your skin from bleach, how to properly bleach your hair, can you bleach twice? Don't bleach twice, it's the most vile thing you could ever do, don't bleach twice. I even watched a lot of Brand Mondo videos just to have kind of that certainty that I was gonna do no wrong to myself. So I have a gothic ass level -3 black hair, and we had to lift all the way up to a pale yellow level 2. That's a lot of lift. So I had an entire plan and I was gonna be alright. I don't know, I feel like I had to do some research. Like mentioned before, my aunt did my mom's hair. I really wanted to like bleach my hair myself because that would have been a good video, but also a disaster because I can't see the back of my head. I do not have eyes back there. On top of that, my aunt wouldn't let me do it myself. She really wanted to do my hair so that if there were any mistakes made, we knew exactly what steps were being done, and also me filming literally every single move my aunt made had her in this sort of like black and white imprisonment, so she felt some pressure for sure. Love you, auntie, for helping me out with this, so love. With that, we had an entire game plan set up so that the enemies wouldn't be able to recover anytime soon if they attack. And this then initially led me to stage 2, which was the process. So now comes the fun part that you have all been waiting for. Me actually bleaching my hair. So we mixed 30 volume developer from this brand. This is the developer. Yes, 30, so 9% peroxide for all the chemistry professors watching. I'm not burning my epidermis away with 40 cream developer. We're not doing that. We mix that with bleach powder from the exact same brand, because if anything does go wrong, they can't blame it on mixing with another brand and we can sue them in one singular go, so getting my money back if it's not going well. So we mix these two in a 1:2 ratio, and this is the most commonly used and gets the best lift, so that's what we were going for. The one and only hairdo god Brad Mondo told us that we should apply a thick ass layer of this lightener, and so as his believing followers, we definitely did. Usually you would do the tips first and then the roots. No, don't make that a joke. No. But because I have quite short-ish hair, we were certain that applying it all in one go would be fine. So, Brad Mondo, I'm sorry if we did not listen to your advice. It was my aunt's idea, sorry. The lightening was definitely quick. Like, while applying, it was lightening very quickly. I mean, TV ads would still be playing and my hair was already past the orange stage, which... thank God, hair gods. It didn't burn luckily up until the very like last 5 to 10 minutes. I felt some tingles, but in a silly goofy way rather than like a chemical burn away way. Nevertheless, the application was done, so now we just had to wait. Marination. So we put some foil around my head, and this was supposed to like help the bleach lift the color better, which let's just say it definitely did, as you will see later. I look like an alien. The Area 51 charade would have definitely captured me if I would have blended the ends of the foil into my skin, so... And now you might be wondering, what did you do while waiting? So I made a list of things you could do while waiting for something rather than actually doing them myself because I was way too bored to actually do them. Oh wait, it's upside down. So number 1 is dancing. You can always dance and have the best time of your life. You can never go wrong with dancing. You can throw some hip-hop moves, you can do break dance, acro moves, ballet, whatever you may fancy at that current time. Number 2 is watching your favorite show. With that, I just mean PH. If you know, you know. I meant physics hour on National Geographic, not the P-Hop thing. Number 3 is sing. We're not talking about the movie. Number 4 is bully kids on Roblox. And number 5 is smash or pass. Smash or passing wildlife animals. So those are some activities you can do when you're dyeing your hair. Yeah, have fun with that. Spend your time well, kids. So after 45 minutes, we thought that it was okay. My aunts kept checking on my hair throughout the process to, you know, make sure that it wasn't turning into fried chicken from KFC. So basically what she did, she just like pulled on my hair and then she slowly like took some out so that this wouldn't happen and so that we could just like take action quickly if this did happen. Luckily, it was strong and healthy and still on its peak. So with that, we could say that marination was complete, which then led to stage 4, chicken. We rinsed it off with shampoo, of course, and I get traumatized every time I watch this, but this is how I looked. So now what? What do we do now? No, I'm just kidding. Actually, this is literally so much better than I had ever expected it to be. It's even more yellow than Jeffree Star's hair. But we are not talking about that today either. Yes, this was supposed to happen. We knew it was going to happen. Lightening from such a dark hair color is most definitely going to get you through that orange or yellow color. Apparently, this is some good ass developer and bleach powder because it was so much lighter than we had expected. We were thinking it was going to be like a strong ass yellow color, which luckily it was a very light yellow color. So, I mean, the lift was lifted, let's just say that. So after we washed it out, we just dried it and then we had guests. So literally everyone came by into the kitchen to see how much I looked like a chick and how bad it was. We knew it was going to be like this, so now we just had to tone it basically. So I'm going to take over Brad Mondo's spot for a second and I will teach you guys something about hair. So in art world and hair coloring world, we have this thing called a color wheel or a color palette. As you can see in this image, which I inserted here, orange is on the opposite side of blue. This means that if you put orange over blue or blue over orange, then it will cancel out and neutralize into a cooler, more toned color. In a perfect case scenario, this would turn white. But we all know hair is not a canvas for art. So talk about fashion there. This exact same process counts for yellow and purple. So if you put purple on yellow hair, it will cancel out and become white. And if you put yellow on purple hair, it will also supposed to become white in a perfect case scenario, you know? So as you guys can see, I had super light yellow hair. I think it was like a level 3 hair with a lot of brassiness and bright yellowness. So to even it out, I should be using a purple pigment to cancel it out and get a cool tone. I have very cool skin. My skin tone and overall everything is just giving cool. I can only wear silver because gold looks hideous and I'm not warm toned, so it just doesn't look good on me. This means that if I am stuck with this yellow cloud of hay on my head, I cannot pull it off. Nevertheless, how do we even get rid of my yellow? Either an ash silvery color dye or purple shampoo. Now you can tone with hair dye and it is always recommended to use a dye that is either on the same level or a level lower than the current color you have. You cannot tone with a color that's higher level. Period. That's not possible. So that was our lesson for today. And that way we went on to stage 5, which was toning. So now we just had to tone. I had bought this hair dye to tone. It's a super like ashy light gray pearl type of color. Why does it low-key look pink on camera? My aunt said it should be good and fine. So it should cancel out the yellow for the most part and just be okay, alright. It would not be yellow anymore. It's what we expected. So we applied it and instead of letting it in for 45 minutes as the box instructed, my aunt stopped at 30 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. She was like, okay, it's a really light yellow. We are not supposed to like put it on too long. Better say safe than sorry. The fun part is that we weren't safe. Definitely more sorry. So when we were waiting, I was absolutely loving the whole icy ash grayish color. It was so cool toned and so nicely like toned up to my face. It like looked absolutely amazing. It was extremely cool toned, so it also looked so much better with my brows as well and with my face. But with hair dye and bleach, you should always know that the color while processing isn't the actual color after washing it out. So when we rinsed it, it looked okay. I mean, wasn't much to say about it. I feel like a more gray hair dye would have done the toning a lot better. Leaving it in for longer would have also been more successful. But for now, this was definitely fine. I got some nice pictures and this was definitely doable for like the time being until the next toning session. We had also concluded that doing a retake with the same hair dye will be okay and leaving it on longer will 100% be better. But we were not done yet because it was still kind of yellow. Toning again. So it was still quite brassy, and brassy means that it has some yellow tint in it for the people that didn't know what brassy means. I'm gonna be the next Brad Mondo. The day after we bleached and toned the hair, I got a cheap purple shampoo. I left it in for 5 minutes and that literally did very little. It did Very little. Later that day, I also did the treatment again, but left it in for 10 minutes instead, and this did very little either. It kind of got rid of like a little bit of the yellow undertone, but not much, if you know what I mean. So then we went to my aunt's house. You know, we were going as guests to go there, have a little nice moment, whatever. And guess what she suddenly says? I have a good quality purple shampoo. Maybe you should try that. You have a what? All this time, this woman had the solution to the problem, and she didn't even say anything. So there goes round 4. Round 4 of trying to tone it out a bit with purple shampoo. We left it in for a good 10 minutes, and it looked very much platinum. I can 100% say that it looked platinum. Yes. I think if we left it in for another 5 to 10 minutes, it might have been even better. We were leaving to drive back from vacation, so we were kind of in a time rush. I mean, it was alright. We came back home and my hair was super light yellow. It really showed up when I was walking around the house. I mean, I wanted to tone it with the same hair dye, but I thought maybe this is way too light. I wanted to tone it with the same hair dye. Maybe this cooled down gray ash, whatever it is just on a higher level and isn't the color that will cancel the yellow out. So I looked in the cabinets where my mom has all her box dye in our bathroom. Yes, she has an entire collection. We're not good about talking about that. And I saw the perfect shade of gray that I had ever seen on a box dye. I just knew that if I applied this hair dye, it would be so much better and the yellow would be gone. There I decided we are just doing it again, which brought me to stage 7. Scary Movie, the sequel. I followed the instructions on the package and started applying it. I was also checking upon my hair every once in a while to make sure it wasn't like burning or pulling off or whatever, you know. I just went like, no hair. We're fine. Honestly, I feel like my hair was in a coma, but like a good one where you know the patient will wake up. It's just the matter of when. It did burn quite a bit, not uncomfortably, but I could feel it for sure. It was also very red on the back and on the upper layer of my skin, so behind my neck. So the upper layer of my skin is gone for sure there by dead skin cells. Hello, hypodermis, if you know what I'm saying. I also combed it through while I was applying it to get it even, and I was working super fast, like hairdresser style. I applied it well, time was running, and the tingles were tingling, definitely tingling. So I thought we should be fine. I was not. After 20 minutes, I saw it was turning into a pink color. Now, where in my color wheel did I see pink if I mixed yellow with gray? How in the Sias box dye does this even happen? Like, how is it turning pink? I was quite certain that it wouldn't last, and like I said, once I rinse it off, it will look a lot different. Little did I know that this is a thing with Sias box dyes. All the lighter hair dyes they have will leave pink undertones after the first rinse. The biggest jump scare of the century exploded, and I saw it right in the mirror. What even is this? I ran downstairs to see if it wasn't just like a mistake from the lightning, but nah, it was pink. It was pink. I definitely got rid of the yellow, let's just say that. I started looking like a K-pop idol, but in a Koreaboo way, which hashtag no please. The top part was also the most vibrant pink, which made me confused because I was pretty sure with my application that I had done this really well. Out of stress, I called my aunt and she brutally laughed at me. The woman was like, girl, what? I did not find this funny. At the time of dying, my parents were asleep. They had no idea this was happening, and I was scared my ass was going to be whooped more than ever in my life. My aunt said go wash it with shampoo and then send a pic to see how it looks, which led to stage 8. We're blonde. I rinsed my hair, put shampoo in, rinsed it off, then shampooed again and rinsed it off, and then conditioned it, and then I dried it. I feel like no one is really ready for the big reveal of my hair. If you guys are ready, I'm gonna be revealing it, okay? So this is the finished product. I look like Jedward. Draco Malfoy who? What is even happening? I'm gonna put on my glasses because the light is definitely very bright. Snatched as hell. Anyways, so this is what happened. After I dried my hair, I was bamboozled about how much of the hair dye actually faded out because the pink fades away after one wash with shampoo already. So if you ever use Sios hair dye, don't be scared if it's pink. That's normal. So what do I think? I love this. I think this is the most successful bleaching at home video that will ever be uploaded on this platform. So Brad Mondo, hold your purse. I'm coming for you. Don't be shocked when you get fired from your job, please. So the gray hair dye got rid of all the yellow. So it looks a lot more cool right now. It's so much more nice than what it was before. It's icy platinum ashy blonde and gray all at once, honestly. It has a slight pink tint to it still from the dye, but somehow it makes it look more subtle and a lot more natural. Who said that? Who said that? It's a cool tone, so it fits me and doesn't look sketchy now. By the way, I have a mullet, so whatever angle I'm in and whatever lighting I'm in, it just kind of differs in terms of color. So it's a lot better. Now it looks better with my eyebrows as well, and I'm rocking this hair better than the other 3 days that I've had it. If you also compare it to before the gray hair dye, then you can also see how yellow it was before. I think that taking a hair dye that was a darker level will be the best option for toning yellow tints like I had before. I think the dye that I had before that was just slightly on a higher level and couldn't tone it correctly, I guess. We learn from our mistakes. This is one that I made, I guess. No, but honestly, I really enjoy this color on me, and we gotta see how the roots will look once it grows out. I can already see that there's some growage and some black hairs coming up. You can already see the bleach hair coming out of my head because, one, my hair grows super fast, so it's barely 4 days and I will show virgin hair already. And second, my epidermis has burned away, so anything below it didn't bleach properly, so it's now all coming out. No, but all jokes aside, it's a look. It's something good and fun, and my friends like it, my Insta story likers liked it, so I mean, I have the support that I need. My dad thought it was horrible with the yellow, but this washed down pink, he didn't even notice. He did say it looks better, so accepted it, I guess. That was honestly it for the video. Hopefully my hair restores its oil soon because it is a little bit on the dry side today, so. But to be honest, it's been 1 day since dyeing it and having it have some rest. So the rest of the time I've bombarded it with either bleach, hair dye, or drying purple shampoo. So I will take care of my hair well the next few days and try to keep this color as much in sync as it is now. It fits me really well. I think it looks good. I hope you liked and enjoyed, and then I will see you guys next time. Bye!